sale now. $3.99. Hello and welcome to the official Nintendo Magazine podcast, number 14. I'm your host Neil Long. I'm joined today by games editor Chris Scullion.
Hello.
News editor Simon Bramble.
Hello.
And Nintendo TV, what are we saying, Overlord?
Yeah.
Debutante.
Yeah.
Master.
Yeah, Master. Gavin Murphy.
Hello.
Hello. A bit later we're going to be talking about all sorts, including 25 years of Mario. We're going to be reading out your limericks and haikus. We're going to be giving away some games, but now it's what we've been playing. Action, adventure, platformer, role-playing game. Every genre. Action, adventure, platformer, role-playing game. So what we've been playing, Chris, what you've been playing is
Yep.
Wii Party.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
I like it. I
Yeah.
think it's good. Obviously, it's not designed as a single player experience, which is why it comes with a free Wii remote. It's kind of a not so subtle hint by Nintendo to get some mates
Get people
involved.
involved.
Get some friends.
So if you're playing on your own, if you're buying this to play on your own, you're probably not going to get a lot out of it
Yeah.
because you're just not.
Yeah.
it's like playing Mario.
Clues
Mario
in the
Party.
title, really.
Yeah, it's
Party.
If you're having a party and you're the only one there, that's not a party. It's a
Yeah.
party of one.
It's
That's
a
fairly
lonely
miserable.
person that picks up Wii Party. They think, come on, let's go.
So yeah, but once you get more people involved, obviously, if you've got 4 people involved, it's quite the shindig. But it's
Quite the shindig.
It's quite the shindig. It's basically Mario Party, but with Mario told to do one and being replaced by me characters
Yeah.
instead.
It's
So,
as good as Mario Party.
It's as good as if not better than the more recent Mario parties. But the kind of N64 ones will still be the best in my view. But yeah, they've properly. It's annoying, but not annoying, but it's called Wii Party, so obviously a lot of people will take one look at the title and think, "Oh, party game, I'm not interested," which is fair enough. But each one of these mini games feels like a lot of work has gone into them. Like it's got the typical Nintendo kind of attention to detail. You see details in the background and all that, and you can tell they've put a lot of work into it. So
There's an interesting bit on. I don't know if listeners are aware of these Iwata Asks Q&As that appear on Nintendo's website, but there's a really interesting one about Wii Party and how the makers of Sports Resort was sort of peered over the shoulders of the people making Wii Party and went, that's not very good.
exactly.
So it shows that it's got that sort of level of Nintendo love, that quality control,
Yeah, absolutely.
rather than your Carnival Games 19,
You've got
Revenge.
You've got to think if it was a kind of lesser developer, not naming any names, you kind of get the feeling someone would lean over and say, that's not very good.
Yeah.
And the person doing it will say, well, it's done now.
That's not very good. That's fine.
Yeah, because I think they took it quite seriously when they turned around and said, that's not very good at all. So
Yeah,
I think they literally went to every single thing and man, just with their tails behind their
I
legs.
think there might
Let's
have been
do it
tears.
again.
What about all the stuff about action taking place off the screen and like you've got to hide your Wii remote and stuff and search for it?
To be honest, those
how does that
ones I wasn't too bothered about, but I could see
work? Is it a bit gimmicky?
it's a bit gimmicky, but I could see
I
how
like the idea of there's like a hide and seek one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where you hide your Wii remote
Yeah.
somewhere.
those ones. I mean,
You can play that without buying the
pretty
game,
cool.
though.
That's true. Yeah.
it's basically all those Wii Party is basically like intended to be a family game for different age groups. So I would assume those ones are aimed more at younger kiddie winks, but it's good. I mean, in theory, it's good. You hide the remote and it beeps every now and then. Everyone's got to run and find where you've hidden the remote. So I mean, it didn't really appeal to me, but I could see how it would appeal to the youngsters. But yeah, it's good. There's just loads of really clever ideas in it, and considering it's like been like 4 years, nearly 5 years since the Wii's been out, and they're still thinking of original things to do with it. I mean, fair play to them for that. But yeah,
It's good to see. So a good party game.
good, solid. It's not the greatest game ever made, but it's a solid.
You
fun.
get a free Wii remote. You can't really argue with that, can you?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you argue? I don't know.
You probably could be.
Is it generally free or is it like
No,
the
genuinely-
game costs 60 quid?
No, it's a free remote, £125. No, it's properly free. I think the game's 40 notes, and then obviously
That's
your
pretty
remote's usually 30 quid anyway. So part of the time.
Recommended.
Yeah.
Also, on our what we've been playing list this month, GoldenEye, Simon.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. GoldenEye.
Well, I'm not quite, but
No, you're actually Mr. Bramble.
fair, yeah.
To be exact.
we just happened to play 2 levels of GoldenEye.
That is true. Yeah. But they came in especially for us.
Yeah, we were first in the country to play it. Apparently, yeah, it's pretty cool.
And it's looking good, isn't it?
It is looking good. I was obviously, when they first announced it, I was dead sceptical. I was really worried that they were going to try and sort of trounce the memory of GoldenEye and stuff. But to be fair to Eurocom and sort of to quite an extent Activision as well, they've not tried to remake GoldenEye. They've not tried to recreate it at all. They've just basically used that as a template and almost. I don't know whether they've used the Call of Duty engine, but they've almost just made a Call of Duty game, but in a GoldenEye skin. So that means it's very solid and very fast and very accomplished. I played through the dam level at first, and they've sort of again just used it as a template, and so it's much longer. It's much more. You start off with Trevelyan as your partner, and you diverse and you branch through the level, and you can sort of sneak around or go in all guns blazing. But then you sort of meet up with them at various points, and then there's like a massive set piece where like you take on a helicopter, or you do like an on rail shooting section in a truck. And then you meet up at various points through the level again, and it's just very, very good. It's very atmospheric, very rainy and dark, and quite fast paced.
And there's the marketing chat around it says that Bond's most deadly weapon is his mind.
Yeah.
That's
what they say
not
about
in
me.
a sort of not in a sort of Darren Brown sort of way.
No.
He doesn't. It's not like
Shoot mine
scanners.
bullets.
No.
Heads explode.
No,
over.
no, I thought you were going to say
That's a
something
shame.
else. No.
Tell you what, if you're in the room, right, and you're fighting a guy with a gun and a guy with a mind,
I'd say the gun would be deadlier.
well, considering you've got to assume the guy with the gun is mindless,
Yeah.
in which case he's just going to go mental.
I don't quite. I think what they were trying to get at was that.
So I'm being deliberately facetious.
But it is a tagline, isn't it? And I think what they're trying to say is that you can go either stealth or action. And well, to be fair, there's a bit where you can go stealthy, which is like you, instead of going through a massive front door, which is obviously fortified, and there's going to be like a tank and a squadron of Russian troops on the other side.
Under a big sign that says explosion.
You can either do that,
Here.
or you can crawl through a vent and sort of flank them and shoot them from behind. I mean, it's not rocket science, is it? It's not. It's not using your mind. It's just
thinking about it, I think I just went in that door because I've been the same levels.
Well, you would.
I can see that.
That's very good. And then there's the St. Petersburg tank section. Which is they've called it like an interlude because it's just basically an on rails kind of shooting helicopters and MiG jets and stuff down, and it's a bit mental. It's like 5 minutes of kind of seat of the pants action.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Good stuff. So it's looking good. It's
is
the
looking
last
good.
chance we've had to play it before review, which will be next month.
Yeah,
issue on sale end of October. But you can read more of Simon's thoughts on that in the issue on sale now. Have we done the on sale now bit? It's $3.99.
Really?
Yeah.
Bargainous.
That's pretty.
And
That's awesome.
yeah, it comes with a free Mario sticker album. Incredible. Literally incredible.
Credibility totally thrown out the window. It's like,
Well, let's not say that.
no, it's not incredible in that way.
I was just saying about the GoldenEye thing though. I played it with the Wiimote.
It's mental doing it that way.
I thought it was really good.
Oh, if you play it in the tank level,
you can lean. You can
yeah,
do the lean
that's
thing
cool.
with the Wiimote. It's awesome.
But in the tank bit, you've got guided missiles, a machine gun, and the actual main cannon to aim. All with.
I think I just played the dam level. Yeah,
really good though.
Yeah, I think it's awesome though. But only the Wiimote can lean. If you use any of the other controllers, you
that's
can't
true.
actually lean,
I was using the classic controller, and you do miss out on a little bit of like.
Can you not hold a button and?
No, it's
You might-
just for Wiimote.
I don't know. I was under pressure. I was being looked at funny by the producer, so I didn't really want to ask. I just sort of barreled through.
Activision are like sort of crazy Bond villains themselves, aren't they?
Pretty much, yeah.
When they come around with games, it's incredible.
In their funny uniforms and
Amazing
stuff.
security involved.
I remember playing Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions while strapped to a paraphernalia with a big saw spinning towards me.
Dressed up
as Spider-Man.
for your nads.
Is that, do you expect me to play this game? No. I expect you to give it 80%.
I have done that. Release me now. Thanks. So that's good, isn't it?
Yes.
Very.
Professor Layton and the Lost Future is also reviewed in this issue, Chris.
Yeah, it's good.
What do you think?
It's alright.
Yeah.
No, it's good. It's as good as the other Professor Layton games.
Yeah.
So if you've played them, play this.
And the plot's better.
It's the best plot.
The sort of side puzzles are better as well.
Yeah. The three, every Layton game's
sort
got
of-
three kind of main puzzles and like side puzzle things. They're better. I would say the main puzzles, there's like 150 or so puzzles in the main game. At the start of the game, they're slightly weaker than usual because I think they're a lot easier. Apparently, the Japanese game, there's a lot of kind of vocabulary-based and word-based puzzles, which obviously couldn't be done over here because it just didn't translate at all. So I think like a third of the puzzles in the game are completely different from the Japanese version. And so as a result, I think some of them are a bit too easy.
Really?
So like maybe the first 25, 30 puzzles you'll kind of plough. If
you've
you've
got
played through the
experience.
first two games,
Yeah.
you'll plough through them fairly quickly, but then they do start to get difficult again and gets back in the swing of things. So
I never played a Layton game. I don't know. I just never fancied it. Yeah.
They're brilliant.
Really?
Yeah, properly brilliant.
I've seen one puzzle where you got to make a sandwich. Just make a real sandwich. No, I think it's probably something I should get into. Not making sandwiches. Done enough of that.
Gonna make it no, it's good. You should give it a go. That should be your mission for
Highly
this month.
recommended.
We'll
Well,
get you back next month.
I
and
will
that's
be doing a Nintendo TV episode, so I better brush up pretty quickly.
Yeah,
True enough.
yeah, you better. Yeah, you better, Gav.
Yeah, Gav.
God's sake.
Shape up or ship out.
Yeah. That's it. Get Tom in.
We should have got Tom in.
You were second choice.
I was horribly second choice.
Yeah, you were really far. It is Tom's website,
Yeah,
to be fair.
Yeah.
Just to be clear for anyone that knows what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
There was a little vote on our site to see who would jump into Fred's
Grave.
grave, and you've been kind enough to do that, Gav. Thanks. How does it feel?
Cold.
It feels awesome. But
Awesome.
I think people are just going to not like me. Just they're just going, not as good as Fred. Bring Fred back.
Yeah, well, they're probably right.
Yeah.
Harsh. Jokes. It's Final Fantasy, the Four Heroes of Light, Simon, before it gets too offensive.
Oh yeah.
Got the bullying dicks.
That was really good. I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was going to be like a Fisher Price RPG where all like automatic decision making and stuff, and you can just like coast through it and not really play very much. But it's really lovely. It's sort of wrapped up in a lovely kind of fairy book, fairy story visual style, and the
Bavarian.
Bavarian. That's it. Yeah. No, there's lots
Very
of like
Bavarian.
there's lots of Hansel and Gretel sort of cottages and stuff.
It's very accurate. If you,
Just imagine
Lots of schnitzel.
someone going into the game station saying, I'm looking for something Bavarian.
Taking it back, this wasn't Bavarian for me.
I was promised the chance to escape to the world of Bavaria.
well, for that one person, this game's right up their street.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're banging to all things Bavarian,
You know, there's one kid sitting at home going, "What? Mum, get the car!"
But yeah, it's a deceptively in-depth kind of RPG. It's if you've played a Final Fantasy game and you want something a little bit different, then that's your game.
it's held back a little by being ruthlessly old school, though.
Yeah, it doesn't really offer an awful lot different to other Final Fantasy games apart from this visual style. It's if you're gonna make the leap from Dragon Quest to something else, then apart from looking slightly different, this wouldn't be greatly varied from what you've just spent 160 hours playing.
Yeah.
So you probably want to try something else.
Yeah. They keep pumping those Final Fantasy games out, don't they?
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah, but this, I mean, to its credit, it does feel very different to Final Fantasy. It's if you could play this and then, I mean, it's totally out of that kind of universe of the storyline and stuff. There's no reference to that at all. but as a kind of getting used to the mechanics and the idea of searching for treasure and exploring worlds and stuff, then it's a good starting point. You should give it a bash. It might sort of reverse your RPG baiting ways.
RPG phobia.
Do you like any RPGs at all? No, none.
No.
Not even Mario and Luigi. What about that?
I tried that a few years ago, but
No.
no.
Oh dear, there's no hope.
It's quite a drawback given the job that I have. the reading that bothers me.
Yeah.
Too much reading.
All that text.
I
Yeah.
read all day. I come home. I don't want to read again.
It's the art. You need to perfect the art of battering the A button to get what people are saying,
Really
and then
quickly.
stopping just at the right point to see what you've got to
See,
do
that's
next.
not a game.
Yeah,
That in itself is a game.
Yeah.
Knowing when to stop
Pressing
battering
A.
A and actually find
Not
out what's
paying
going
attention
on.
to the plot.
Exactly.
That's the game.
In fairness, though, like when I played Dragon Quest 9, I think I did about 30 hours or something on it. And for the first 10 hours, all I pressed was A.
Yeah.
Just A and down. That's all you do. That's it. I was sitting on the tube just thinking, this isn't fun anymore. But then it does get good.
Yeah, you were properly hooked.
I was for a while,
Yeah.
and then I don't know what happened.
Not enough Bavarians.
Pang, Magical Michael came out then, and that was it. Dragon Quest went
Not
to the
enough
side.
processed meat.
Pang, Magical Michael. Let's all take a moment to reel in the majesty of that as a game title.
That's the worst.
Magical Michael.
Magical
Magical
Michael.
Michael.
I'd,
Pity that poor magician though the other night who was dressed as Magical Michael.
yeah. We went to a Pang launch event where there was a magician there, and I bet everyone said to him, "So you're Magical Michael then?" And I reckon I was about the 50th person who said it to him. He looked like he was ready to kill by that point.
It was quite good. He did
was very good,
I
yeah.
filmed it and I've watched it back, and the first trick that he does, we are genuinely all impressed with, like little kids. Like, did you see the card? And the second one, I think we were getting a little bit cocky then. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
did
we
a
know
card
we
trick
did that.
where like I was paying attention and you weren't.
I deliberately wasn't paying attention so that I could just pick a random card, and then
And it was
We're such horrible people. I was deliberately not paying attention. So
and then I just plucked a number out of the
show
air,
him.
and he pulled it out.
and
of
it
the pack.
was that
yeah,
card.
I couldn't believe it.
And it was the card I was thinking of
Yeah.
as well. I don't
know what mind tricks he
I don't know
employed
what
there.
was going on.
There was some sort of mind reading magician. I went to. I remember a couple of years ago, Atari was doing an event showing off all their stuff, and he held it at the O2.
Oh yeah.
And they put us on some sort of boat to the O2. I was like, I can just get the tube. No, you're taking a boat. So on this boat, this magician guy came over, like Atari magician. He's like, "Oh, I'm a magician. I'll do a mind reading trick." And it asked us all these questions. And apparently, we to think of a game in our head.
Yeah.
Any game from like past or present, think of it in our head, and then he would do all these questions. And then at the end, he would write down what your game was and show you. And it got mine. It was Super Mario Bros. And I instantly thought, I instantly thought that was too easy.
yeah, he's got Captain Rainbow.
Were you wearing that Mario T-shirt there?
I think you'll find his Dodon Patchy.
Should have been thinking of Pang.
Yeah,
Magical Michael.
were you wearing your Mario T-shirt? He's like, oh.
No. I was wearing a T-shirt that said, "I'm not thinking of Super Mario Bros."
What questions did he ask?
It was just like random, like if what's your favourite colour, all that kind of stuff, just to
Did you
throw
say
me
red
off.
and blue?
What's your favourite
Do you
game?
enjoy the starches?
Yeah. So yeah, but it was,
So that's Final Fantasy done.
Yeah.
Batman, the Brave and the Bold, Chris.
yeah,
Another good looking game.
it's really good looking. It's like
Not too Bavarian, I'd say.
not as Bavarian as it's not quite the Bavarian
It's wet.
Rhapsody
Oh.
as Final Fantasy is, but that was amazing. That was good.
We're lacking Fred's disapproving.
We should get just the sound
He's the
effect of
master.
it.
Yeah.
Just play it now and again.
Disapproving groan.
Get him to email as a tut, and we'll just use it every now and then. Just to,
That's a good thing about these microphone things. That you couldn't tut and you wouldn't know who's tutting.
yeah, that's really.
Well, I can see
Great
it now.
Yes, it's Brave and the Bold is good. It's a kind of side-scrolling action game, and the gameplay itself gets a bit repetitive eventually, which is why
Pretty old school, isn't it?
Yeah, which is why it missed out on a gold award. But it looks really good. It's one of the best looking. It's the same people that did Boy and His Blob, so it's the same, more or less the same sort of idea. Really amazing looking animation and fighting, and
Is it just a straight beat 'em up, basically?
it's more or less a side-scrolling
Yeah.
action beat 'em up
Yeah.
type thingy. But
I was watching you play it over your shoulder. I was just about to mention the cutscenes.
Yeah, the cutscenes are really well done. They're almost as good as like a cartoon. And
Well, the Brave and the Bold is a cartoon series, isn't it?
Yeah. So
it's
you would swear it's split into 4 kind of episodes, almost like episodes of TV series that have just got their own like moral story at the end and all this kind of stuff. It's pretty cool. But when you trigger your special move, you kind of beat 30 people up and you power up, and then you shake the remote and nunchuck, and it triggers this kind of. It leans back to do a big punch, but it cuts to like a cutscene. Like seamlessly, and it looks unbelievable, and then it comes back.
Oh, nice!
Yeah, like it has to be seen to be believed, but it's unbelievable.
I'm going to give that a bash tonight. I think.
I think you should. It's really, really good game. The voice acting's unbelievable as well. It's genuinely funny. It's genuinely
Mark Hamill in it?
Brings the lols.
Yeah, it does bring plenty of lols were had. I jumped in my raffle copter and
Good. Good.
Put on my roller skates and all that.
Good stuff.
Yeah, so it's good.
So recommended. A little bit repetitive towards the end.
Yeah,
maybe a little easy as well. Yeah,
it's
a children's game. Is it for children?
I think it's aimed at ages 8 to 80. No, it's aimed primarily at youngsters, but it does get quite tricky near the end. It's not going to. It's not going to have you pulling your hair out or anything.
Yeah, awesome.
Decent.
Okay, so that's all reviewed in the issue on sale now, $3.99. Also in the issue, loads of stuff about some chap called Mario.
Yeah.
Do you know much about him?
I think so.
Who's he? I'm new to this podcast stuff. Is he the other guy who left as well?
Mario, yeah.
Mario.
Yeah. I met him once in Prague. Nice guy.
Different guy.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
The guy on the corner who runs the sandwich shop is called Mario.
Is he though?
He is.
That's Gino, isn't it?
No?
Because the shop's
Gino.
With a moustache.
Yeah, it's Gino.
He's got a vicious moustache, but
he has got a little toy Mario.
Yeah.
People call him Mario. People call him Mario,
including
Is that
myself.
just because he's an Italian with a moustache?
and he properly chats up every woman who comes in as well.
Really?
I was like, there you go, my darling, rolling sausage.
Yeah, he's pretty smooth. Yeah.
Yeah, it's smooth. It's a smooth operator.
He's really nice to me, but I always get like a gherkin to go with my sandwich. And
how does he present it?
Well, he's present.
Well, you get you get a bonus gherkin.
No, I always I got to pay for it.
Bonus gherkin.
I thought he was like, yeah, I like that one.
But
he looks like a guy. He looks like a guy who likes a gherkin.
But every time I go in there now, even if I go in there for toast, he's like, "Do you want a gherkin with that?" I was like, "It's like half eaten, but not half."
So I want to.
Yeah. Like, do you want a gherkin with that? No. I think I'm the only one who buys them though. Yeah.
Maybe he's just bought a big job lot of gherkins and he's desperate to get a shot at them.
Sounds like that.
No, I pay for them. I request them.
No, but he's like, I've got a sap here who actually likes gherkins.
Yeah.
Sounds like that old dude out of Family Guy.
Yeah.
It's not like
Oh, hi, Chris.
Got your gherkins.
Anyway, so that's that, Mario.
Yeah, it's not that Mario. It's that guy is in all those games. You know, Tash jumps about a lot.
Gives gherkins.
Yeah, I think he's undecided on gherkins. I would say. I don't know. I wonder if there's any references to gherkins in any of the Mario RPG titles.
I'll check my extensive.
If someone checks,
I'll
check the files.
Yeah, I'll get back to you.
Lots of carrots in the RPG series, but not gherkins.
No
Parsnips.
gherkins.
Plenty of turnips, Mario too.
Yeah, a lot of vegetables. That's good to know. So 25 years.
Yeah.
25 years.
It's
awesome. In order to celebrate this auspicious occasion,
We ate cake.
we did eat cake. It was pretty good. Some nice little cupcakes.
They were really nice.
Thanks very much, Nintendo. Also, as well as eating cakes, we did do a magazine, which includes a free sticker album, which is frankly amazing. I'm fairly confident in that.
It's better than the football ones.
It is amazing.
Yeah, it's better than the football ones because you're guaranteed to finish it as long as you keep buying the magazine. You're guaranteed to finish it.
Really?
Because I had a Gladiator sticker album years ago and never finished it.
That's it.
I was waiting for the Saracen shiny.
Yeah,
and that never came.
I remember the Alan Shearer shiny. It's like gold dust.
Did you ever collect the WWF ones?
No.
There was a WWF sticker book and there was a proper fist fight in my playground because someone had a Brett the Hitman Hart shiny, and like there was literally
actual fighting.
Literally hell.
Did he put him in the sharpshooter?
Yeah.
He didn't put him in the sharp.
He should have done.
Softened them up with a couple of double arm DDTs and
Not even a cheeky cross-faced chicken wing.
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not.
Shame.
Teacher came out,
So
slapped the stunner on him.
Yeah.
The job was done. So good.
So hopefully it won't be causing any fist fights.
No.
We wouldn't advise that. But you can just, buy the magazine for the next 4 issues.
Yeah.
By that point, you'll have every sticker, and you'll be one of the greatest humans ever to walk the earth.
That'll be a collector's item. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be going on eBay for upwards of 50 pence. I would say. Probably loads more. So that's all very exciting. There's a big feature in there which I don't want to spoil because it's got lots of facts and figures and a very enjoyable Venn diagram.
It's one of the best Venn diagrams I've
It's
ever
one
been
of the
involved
best Venn
in.
diagrams I've ever seen.
I remember when I was like 9 or 10, I thought I was playing Super Mario Bros. 2, and I thought one of these days I'd like to make a Venn diagram about the power-ups of all the power-ups,
how they cross over.
Mario says, and at that point there weren't many because it was just Mario 2.
That's right.
I thought it'd be fairly simple.
Yeah.
But nowadays it's quite the gargantuan
And
task.
the definitive one is in issue 61 on sale now.
£3.99.
£3.99.
I would pay upwards of £6 just for a Venn diagram.
Really?
Like generally when I go to the shops,
poster,
generally. So
I'm a big fan of anything from
from Mr. Venn,
Mr. Venn.
All his work.
Big Jim Venn.
He
He's
does
like-
great diagrams.
He's good. He's
Love
good.
him. And in order to talk about Mario in a comprehensive way, if that makes any sense, I wanted to ask you 3 what your best and worst Mario games were. I'll start. My favourite is Mario 3 on NES,
Nice.
just because I'm quite old. And, that was a magical moment when I got that for Christmas. I literally wept tears of joy. My least favourite, probably, I was quite disappointed by Super Paper Mario. Again, a lot of reading.
The one on the
Yeah.
Thousand Year Door.
The one on Wii.
Well, on the Wii, yeah.
That's,
I never played.
I was a bit
understandable.
disappointed by that.
Thousand Year Door.
I'm not
is
saying
awesome.
it's terrible. It's not my cup of tea, I would say. What's
Yeah,
yours, Chris?
thousand Years door was
It's amazing. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I got right to the end though and wiped my memory card. And I was like, I can't go back and do that. I didn't have a job at the time, but I still, even I was above that.
You were like, brilliant. More stuff to do.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So I never finished it, but it's my favorite game that I never finished.
That's your favourite Mario game.
No, it's my favorite game I never finished. I'm thought my favorite one.
What's your favourite ever?
Favorite ever? Super Mario World.
Yeah.
On SNES, just
I was going to put that down as my least favourite. I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like it. The only reason I don't like it is because my girlfriend still insists on playing that over any version of Mario since.
It is awesome, though.
She's never got the 3D stuff. Like
She still plays Mario.
Yeah, that's all she plays.
awesome.
That's the only Mario video
How
game she
far
ever
into it
plays.
is she?
She's finished it like umpteen times.
Oh, right.
just go straight back to the beginning.
Straight back. It starts all
awesome.
over again.
No, it's brilliant.
Tedious.
I never had. I didn't have a SNES when it first came out, but there was a guy that I knew from school who his parents were rich and my parents were poor.
Oh.
So they bought him one, and I just go around. I mean,
Did you have a Spectrum 48 at the time?
I was friend. Yeah, I was friends with him, but we became
didn't like him that much.
we became best friends when the SNES came out.
So shallow.
But I remember because I was really
He's listening
obviously-
to this thinking, oh,
Yeah.
I thought that Gav guy really liked me.
Yeah, sorry, if Mark Alford is listening to this, then we beat that up.
That's a stake to the heart, that is.
No, we're best friends and remain friends now, but I think he'd agree that Super Mario World is what fused our friendship together, I think. Definitely. But
Good. You managed to cover over that.
I
quite
think so.
nicely.
That's quite good. No,
Very
but I think I was saying the other day, his parents bought him some mental games like the Rainbow Bell Adventure, which is good now.
Yeah.
But I remember at the time just thinking, why have they bought you this? Go tell them to take this back. I was quite a cheeky little kid. Go tell them to take this back. Swap it, then you can have Mario World instead, and we'll play that. But we did end up having it for a summer, I think, and then just absolutely rinsed it. But I remember just the first. I think I've written about it in my blog, but I remember the first time just looking at the map and just thinking, I'm never going to finish this in my lifetime.
Yeah.
It's
Like
so massive.
Yeah.
Do you know what annoyed me about that game and 64 as well?
What?
Every time you start a new game, and it lasts all of 15 or 20 seconds, but when the wee message comes up at the start, it says "Welcome to Dinosaur Land," blah blah blah. I'm like, come on, like, absolutely hammering the start line, right? And it literally takes 15 seconds of your life. It's not a big deal, but I'm so livid. And the same at the start of Mario 64. When the camera swoops around,
So that one bit of text.
when it starts 64,
That's great,
when
that bit.
the
I hate
camera
that. No, the
swoops around,
first time
I'm
it
like,
was
come
good,
on,
yeah.
come on, and then he finally jumps out the pipe, Yahoo, and then Lakitu comes down and more crap, and you've got to press the A button. Like, great, come on.
You're getting angry about it now.
Oh, I get angry about it every single time. Every single time.
That's brilliant.
It's just such a tiny thing to get annoyed. I hate games that just
unskippable
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
Yeah.
in games.
even in Mario games they can do one.
So what's your best and worst Mario games?
Best is still the first one.
Yeah.
Just for sentimental reasons, I still play that to this
Yeah.
day, 25 years later.
It is
It's just
just
perfect.
when you think about it, it is amazing.
It's a perfect game. The physics
How-
are perfect.
Yeah.
The secret bits are perfect. Everything's perfect.
Yeah, it's awesome. What's your speed run on it? It's pretty good, isn't it?
Can do
6
two
or
under.
7 minutes.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
I think the world record's like 4 or 5 though, so
Yeah.
I get to world 8 pretty much without stopping and then bottle it.
That thing where you can jump over the piranha plant.
Oh yeah.
Can you do that?
Yeah, that's
yeah,
awesome.
There's
That
a couple
is.
of pixels
amazing.
either way you can.
Yeah.
That's
Skills.
I've never tried it. I don't think I ever will.
No.
I used to whiz through it fairly quickly,
yeah.
but not under 7 minutes. That's
No.
that's
That, I've
mental.
only managed that once or twice, so I usually get to 8 and
Once
then
you get
die.
to world 8, it's
It's
really hardcore. Isn't it?
8-3 is pretty random because there's
Yeah.
like Hammer Brothers and you don't know when they're going to appear.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
I remember as a tiny boy beating
Were you smaller than usual? Or?
tiny,
it wasn't just a boy.
minuscule.
It was like flat
Like
Stanley.
Tom Thumb.
When I obviously didn't sort of clock the idea of worlds, so I thought Mario was 4 levels long.
Oh dear.
Like I beat Bowser for the first time. I was like, finished it then. Brilliant. What?
You know,
World
that's,
2?
you know that's a fake
How
Bowser.
long does this go on for?
You know that's a fake Bowser.
Is it?
All the first 7, but that's really sad. The first
Go on.
Let's go.
Like,
Let's go.
the Bowser in Worlds 1 to 7 are all fake Bowsers. They're all
Are they?
normal enemies disguised as Bowser. You can
no,
tell
I've seen
because
this.
when when you hit them with fireballs and he dies,
They
he turns
turn,
into
yeah.
like a Goomba when it dies.
See, it's little touches like that make you
Yeah,
think,
that's awesome.
man, that is
Yeah,
it's so
amazing.
far ahead of its time.
Yeah, absolutely.
1985.
I was born that year.
Yeah,
2 awesome things happened that year.
It is incredible to think that. Did you say your worst?
my worst
I don't-
is. Does Yoshi touch and go count?
What? I think that's really good.
I hated
I'm the
it.
only person who thinks that.
I hate it.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only person who likes that.
even
game. really good.
even when the DS first came out, I hated it.
Really?
And
Even when
at
there's nothing
the
else to
time,
play.
it was novel because it was like, oh,
of the
you can draw
touchscreen, yeah.
paths and stuff. I was like, no, I hate this.
I remember thinking Polarium was amazing. Remember that?
I
Yeah.
remember
It was like
Wow!
£7 on launch day. I think
that and
Already
ping,
in the bargain.
Yeah.
and ping pals as well. Just total
The
sprung the dating,
dating
game.
game. Amazing.
Oh, well, that
All
was-
incredible launch titles.
What the Pokemon Dash?
Yeah, that was awful. Wasn't
Yeah.
it? That was very, very bad.
my I didn't say my worst game
Did you say your worst?
is a DS launch title. And it was Mario 64.
See, I don't.
Because I thought
I don't get
I loved Mario 64.
I don't get this. I don't get what you're about to say.
I loved Mario 64 and 64. Obviously, it was awesome. But then I don't know. It was the first game that I got. That and WarioWare was the first games that I got for the DS, and I just wanted to use the touchscreen bit, and I just don't think it worked. Really, I ended up just playing it like a normal game.
Just something
Yeah.
I agree with that. I've tried playing it again recently.
I can't see the problem with playing it with the D-pad.
It's
Works
just,
perfectly fine.
Yeah, no, that's the thing though. You can't.
No,
I didn't mind doing that, but it was the fact
because
it
you
had been
didn't need-
redone.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd been redone, and I thought, right, we've got this stylus thing, awesome. Started using it, and you quickly.
Nintendo very
even-
quietly phased out the whole thumb
Yeah.
strap thing, didn't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah,
Remember that? It was like, it's a revolution.
that's horrible.
It's
that was,
absolutely
yeah.
not.
even
It just
the,
kept going round. It just kept going round on the back of my
Yeah.
thumb.
even the D-pad controls were broken in that game.
What?
Because you walk forward, right, and then you press
I properly
down.
finished that. Got
Yeah.
like all the stars.
Really?
But
with all the characters, all that.
I
if
think
you
I
had
played
to
it for about
turn,
20 minutes before going, I'm not going to play this.
if you wanted to walk back and press down, it would turn it would run all the way around in a circle. It wouldn't
Just the fact that you could play one of the greatest Mario games ever. Like,
Yeah, that is pretty
the
good.
guns
But then
in action.
that was
Yeah,
cool.
that's
It
amazing.
looked amazing, and it was
Those mini games are
brilliant.
really
the
good.
mini games
Mini-games
are
are great.
incredible. Yeah.
But the actual
But then I
main
already had WarioWare, so I just had the only thing I had was mini games. And
WarioWare annoyed
Yeah.
me.
I remember all my sort of Nintendo hating friends were just like, "Oh, you can just play that. You can just play those on the internet." And I was like, "Yeah, you sort of can, really." But then,
WarioWare's another one that annoyed me.
really, I loved that.
I loved it, but it's a cutscene thing again. It's like
Oh
those were the
yeah,
longest cutscenes of all time, and they were
Yeah.
rubbish, and they lasted like 5 minutes.
I quite like
What-
that though because the script and stuff in it is really Japanese, and you can tell that someone's just translated it directly. So
Those
some of
Yeah.
the
the
stuff is
retro
just
games
mental,
are
yeah.
great, aren't
They're
they?
amazing.
They should just forget all the other ones.
Yeah.
I just want to play a game of where you shoot a super scope
Yeah,
or something.
That's amazing.
but then the ones where you had to blow into the microphone were pretty rubbish.
Terrible.
Yep. Simon, have you done your?
my favourite Mario game is Super Mario Sunshine.
What?
Why, yeah, I'll tell you why.
So
Just because,
controversial.
That was
just
close to being my
because,
worst.
Simon lives
Just-
in the opposite world.
just because I really
Is that a
enjoyed.
word?
I really enjoyed the build up to it. It was like Be Here Now. You know, the third Oasis album. Like, everyone thought it was
Very
going to be amazing,
disappointing.
and then you got it over the first week. It was absolutely brilliant, and then obviously.
I remember really enjoying it, but then sort of feeling a bit. I don't know. It just left me cold.
Yeah,
a
it was
bit.
a
I
mess.
don't know why.
Really, it was a bit of a mess, but.
Yeah.
But I still enjoyed it a lot,
looks
mainly
great as well.
because all of my adrenaline from and excitement had carried me all the way through the game.
Yeah.
So it was a very happy time.
Awesome. So there you go. Best and worst of Mario. Read more in the official Nintendo magazine, on sale now.
How much?
£3.99.
bargain.
That's a pretty deal.
They're pretty much Robin.
Triple rainbow.
And as well as the magazine, our amazing multimedia extravaganza that is Nintendo TV, Gav.
It's
What else about that?
Well, I've already done my my celebration to Mario that went live the week.
Yeah, we're kind of we're trailing in the dust compared to Nintendo TV,
But
ahead of the game.
we have got some pretty awesome stuff coming up. I've
Yeah.
got a few. It's a bit controversial, but I've got a Sonic special coming up.
Ooh.
Why is that controversial?
Just Mario versus Sonic, I suppose. Maybe.
Yes.
Which one do you like best?
I think we all know.
Yeah.
Hands down, really, isn't it? It's not really a competition. Let's face
No.
it.
Yeah, it can't beat Sonic.
Yeah, no, I sat down with Lazuka-san and he gave
Yeah.
us a hands-on special with Sonic Colors and Sonic 4.
We've got an amazing picture of him, haven't we?
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's really amazing.
I generally don't think I can look at that again. Just because I think he was trying to hypnotise me.
He looks.
He just is Christopher Walken.
Christopher
in
Walken.
Sleepy
Yeah.
Hollow.
Yeah. Absolutely is.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
And the skulls in his eyeballs.
I swear that is.
We zoomed in loads and it
He's
looked
not
like
got
they had skulls.
in his eyeballs. That's
He was
mental.
he was literally he was one of the nicest guys ever. I think
Yeah.
he was because it's always really weird when you interview someone through a translator. But he was really patient. He was
Can
really
be
nice and
quite
stuff, yeah.
awkward, can't it?
Yeah.
Because you're like,
Because
you're talking Japanese. I've got no idea.
I didn't really know who to look at. I was
Yeah.
sort of so
You sort of just look
You've
at
got
them
to
and nod.
you've got to
Yeah,
nod
yeah.
as well,
As if
haven't you?
you're-
Yeah, yeah.
yeah
I
As if you
understand.
know what they're saying, but you obviously don't.
yeah.
It's good.
yeah.
So that wasn't awkward.
That's a really good one. Sonic coming up. Then
Was it doing the eyes though through the interview?
I'm not even going to look at it anymore. It's pretty much edited. I don't want to look at it again, just in case I do start seeing skulls and things.
It's weird. I remember talking about Japanese,
I don't
interviewing
mean any
Japanese.
offence.
No, not at all.
I was talking about interviewing Japanese people. The weirdest moment I had was when I interviewed Miyamoto for
name dropper.
No.
What's he like?
Me and my buddy.
It was the most frustrating interview ever because it was for Wii Music.
Yeah.
And it's like, can you keep the questions to Wii Music, please? Are you joking? It's like I'm interviewing Miyamoto and for the first time ever, and you're making me ask. It's like that's, I don't even know what that's like.
Yeah.
It's like interviewing George Foreman and only want to talk about grills. It's like, well, I want to talk about your boxing, George. Nah, grills.
I literally would only want to talk to him about his grills.
Nah,
I'd just be asking him, like, what's the best way to clean it? Mine is filthy.
Do you drink the fat when it cycles it off?
How do you recommend grilling an aubergine, George? Yeah, so he was talking to me, and usually they speak in Japanese, and then they speak in the translator. And suddenly he just started singing like halfway through his answer. I'm like, what's going on here? Because obviously his answer was about some sort of song. And
right, yeah.
I think it was is it the Italian national anthem for some reason? So he started going, do, 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 do. And I'm like,
good anthem.
all right. Okay. And then when she gave the answer,
what is this answer?
well, when she gave the answer, she didn't mention it. I was like, either you're giving me an edited answer or he's mental and he's just doing that for the sake of it.
Yeah, I've got a similar thing next week because I'm interviewing as well for the Sonic episode Yuji Naka.
Oh, name drop it.
Yeah,
but it's for Ivy the Kiwi.
What?
So
really?
Yeah.
No one's going to ask him about Ivy the Kiwi, are they?
No, well, that's the thing.
I was going to say, why'd you put a question mark at the end?
Yeah. Ivy the Kiwi?
It was just a proposal, wasn't it? And now it's been made into a game like before he's even had a chance to. No, I didn't need it.
What's the other thing? Oh yeah, I also sat down with the GoldenEye developers as well. This day, same day that I played the tank level, and I just played the dam level actually, and they taught me through some of the cool stuff that's going to be happening there. So we got GoldenEye special coming up, and after that Professor Layton special, which I've got to start.
Which you need to spot up. You need to bone
play.
up.
Better late than never.
We've used that so many times.
I know, but it never gets old. It never gets old.
I was going to write that down and think that's going in the script and my blog.
Going to my grave. I've used it that many times.
No, but we got some awesome stuff coming
Chris Culligan. Better late than never. Sorry.
Oh, it's that Harry Potter thing as well. I'm doing a Harry Potter thing.
Going to the woods.
Forest,
Went to Epping Forest. I'm getting,
quite nervous about that.
Are you going with that as well?
I'm going to that, yeah.
Oh, that'll be good then. I'll film you there.
Really?
Yeah.
We've got to get a train to Epping Forest, and then we're getting into like some van, and then we're going to drive us
right in the middle of Epping Forest.
Get a kick in.
Interview the
thing is,
at gunpoint, and then asked to.
It's a nighttime. It's a nighttime event as well. It's like it starts at 4. By the time we get there, it's going to be pitch black.
That's going to be really good, I think.
That's going to be
well scary.
Mental. Yeah, that's going to be very odd. We'll find out what happens
It's like the Wicker Man
if Simon and Gav get out live on Nintendo TV every Friday on the Nintendo channel.
Otherwise, next month it'll be me, you, Tom, some random pick off the street. We'll get art people in.
Yeah, it goes live every Friday without fail.
Yeah, and it's free.
It is free, so it's better than magazine, really.
Oh,
you don't go.
I think you'll find, Gav, it's actually $169.99. You can only view it through the Wii.
Yeah. And
I
obviously,
can't believe you come on the podcast. you're getting all up in our grill.
No, I should
better
say
than a magazine.
It's not
What?
better than magazine. The two things are on par.
That's correct.
It's free, but only lasts 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gav.
Our magazine lasts at least 15.
So that is
both things are
Nintendo
good
TV.
in their own ways.
Yeah. Different and both excellent. In summary.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So that's Nintendo TV every Friday on the Nintendo channel. Now it's reader questions.
You have mail.
Okay, so first question is from Jordan Lee Smith, and it is: if you were given the great privilege to create a Pokemon spin-off game, what would it be? I'd create a sort of survival horror style Pokemon game in which you have to torture Pikachu in various hideous ways. I'll be up for that.
That'd be good.
That'd be safely in the over 18s bracket, and probably cause nightmares.
I think I'll probably go for a turn-based strategy of some kind. Yeah. Like proper like Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah.
Not like how it normally is. Where it's
I was going to say, isn't that?
But I mean, like on a grid-based battlefield, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, like Command and Conquer style.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
What about you, Chris?
I'm not even sure. Maybe a kart racing game.
Yeah, in the little
Poker
Pokemon
cart.
balls.
Yeah, they're in balls and
Yeah.
wheels, exactly.
Just like Super Pokeball, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
Done.
Gav?
I'd like to see a couple of the Pokemon like in the real world. You know, like Muppets Take Manhattan style thing. But it's Pokemon and how they deal with JLS.
How they deal with JLS?
Just Pokemon in the real world having to do like sort of Pokemon Sims type game. They gotta get jobs. They gotta go to the office. Gotta cook food. Go to the toilet.
Imagine Mewtwo
Yeah.
just working in a factory.
Yeah.
Just getting through the day.
Just being really cantankerous.
Just being really miserable.
yeah.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Living with Squirtle and just being really horrible to him. That's the two Pokemon I know.
Mewtwo and Squirtle. Job done.
So that's that answered. Thanks, Jordan. Next question is, who's your favourite video game bad guy of all time? And that is from Felix Principe Gillespie. Prince.
Great
How do you
name.
say that?
That's awesome.
It's a good name.
It's an amazing name.
Jordan Lee Smith's quite a good name. They were all pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All
Good names. Good names this month. Well done.
Well done.
Well done, listeners.
Well done, listeners.
Favourite baddie? We haven't prepared for this at all. have we?
Mine.
No.
Ganondorf, definitely. Because he's genuinely scary.
Yeah.
In Ocarina of Time, when that beginning bit, when he's on his horse.
Yeah.
And
It's
Link
got a
looks
pretty
really
mean
scared.
laugh, hasn't he?
That's really scary, I thought. Like, it's raining and stuff as well. I think
Yeah.
that adds to it. But yeah, he generally is one of the bad guys. Actually seems like he's doing bad. He's not like a cartoon villain. He's
Yeah.
just like trapping animals and stuff. He's like, yeah,
I was about to say Robotnik. Kind of ruins that.
yeah. Because that's the thing. I do. Robotnik's good in that, but I mean, you never think that he's actually doing any real. Well,
He's like a comedy bad
Yeah,
guy.
exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas Ganondorf is genuinely evil and summoning dark powers left, right, and centre.
I haven't got one. I haven't thought about this at all.
Probably Ridley for me out of Metroid.
Yeah.
Just because it's like a bloody sci-fi pterodactyl type
Yeah.
thing, which is bizarre.
Yeah.
And that's an awesome one as well because you always know you can always
You know he's going to
it's
turn
always
up.
hinted
Yeah,
at. And
you know he's
can
going to
see
turn
him,
up.
Like,
The weird thing is, though,
you can hear noises
he
and
never
things,
says a
yeah.
word. He just screams. But
Yeah.
but him and Samus have got this like long-term relationship.
Well, it's because
thing
she's
going
killed
on.
him about 50
Yeah, I know, but
times.
like it's like they know each other, but all he does is scream at her. It's like how can you have like some sort of meaningful,
Yeah.
history
Odd.
when you don't really communicate?
I know the feeling too
Screaming
well.
at each other. Yeah.
It's a little too close to home for me.
That's what happened to mine and Mark Alford's relationship by the end of the summer. After playing Mario.
Screaming at each other.
I'm doing the last boss. What's wrong with you?
What about Wesker from Resident Evil?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
He's not.
That little midget guy out of Resident Evil. He's awesome.
Definitely, that's Will Smith.
He's like he's in a little sailor's outfit as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's
Oh
fantastic.
yeah.
Oh, Magic.
He always reminded me
I
of.
don't know if that's a politically correct
Oh, yeah.
thing to say.
Yeah, it is.
He always reminded me of Christopher
You'll be
Lee's.
gone next month.
Christopher Lee's
It's going to
henchman.
be Chris.
It's going to be Chris talking to himself.
Again.
Yeah, well, no, Wesker's the guy with the bag. What's his name? Doctor.
Salvador.
Is that his name?
I think so.
The guy with the
I
bag.
thought it was something crazy. And I'm thinking of the Doctor.
You mean the guy with the chainsaw?
Yeah.
Oh, Sackhead.
Yeah. No, he's called something. He's called
I thought it
Doctor
was
something.
Salvador, but I may be wrong.
Yeah. That could be the question for the competition. No, I think the first time that you see him is genuinely terrifying.
Yeah.
You hear him first, don't you? With his
Yeah.
chainsaw. and
That
stuff.
is awesome.
Yeah.
But
The
there's
Mercenaries mode.
Yeah, yeah.
Resident
Yeah, that's
Evil
awesome.
4 is just brilliant.
yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Especially when, like, in that when you first see him and you kind of run into a house and board it up and everything.
Yeah.
And run upstairs and you think,
gen-
because of every game you've ever played before, you think, well, they're not going to come through the window because I've boarded it up now.
Yeah, and
and then
stupid.
they knock it over and come through the window and you're like, well, that's not
Yeah.
supposed to happen.
It's great.
That doesn't happen in games.
This
Genuine
is
sense of...
Yeah.
horrible.
You just suddenly
Terrible.
realise that you can't actually just run upstairs and have like a safe place.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, they come up they climb out the window and onto the roof and I'm like,
Yeah.
go away. Can I try and play this game, mate?
The scariest thing about Resident Evil is when before you actually go into like a horde of the guys and they're just going about their daily business. That
Yeah.
absolutely stuck me forever. It's terrifying. Just to see them like just pushing a wheelbarrow, collecting eggs and not talking to each other, but
there's
it's
a
like
great
it's
bit where
horrible.
they suddenly go, hold on.
Yeah.
And the main one points at you.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, I'm in big trouble.
That's freaking me out now. I remember getting the sniper rifle and just having a look around at one point and seeing that chainsaw guy. And he's obviously waiting there because you have to go through this one door and you're going to have to fight him in a second. But just seeing him through the thing, just standing there, just breathing. You can zoom right in on his eye. Just thinking, that's horrible.
It must be a boring life being that guy, just waiting for his
standing around.
Job
Because everyone else had jobs and stuff. No one wants to be
his
friends
job
with
is to
him.
wait for any randoms that happen to walk by, and it's like
Cut
that
their
can't
head off.
happen too much. So you just imagine he's just standing there like checking his iPhone, reading a book.
So
Sad days.
that's
a good one,
best Nintendo baddies. Thanks, Felix. Next question is from Jem Bishop. Which is the game that everyone thought was amazing, but you thought was not as good? Jem says, for me it was Pokemon. I like the epic scale of it, but the slow-paced battles and poor story put me off. I don't know. We were always talking about Luigi's Mansion, aren't we?
Yeah.
I just think it's a very bad game.
Yeah.
I don't know though, it was the first game that I played
guys
on
seem to
GameCube
think
as a
it's really
kid.
cool.
I
I don't think it's really
do.
good, but it was the first game I played and I just thought,
Okay, it's not bad. It's just I don't
if
know.
I'd bought it, I think I'd have been fuming.
Yeah, that's
But-
not 40 quid's worth of
No.
game
No.
in there, is it?
No.
No, not at all.
It
But
feels like a spin-off. It feels like a bit in Galaxy 2
yeah,
or something.
like a little
I don't
extra bit, like the Mercenaries thing in
Yeah.
Resident Evil. You
know. Feels like a bonus mode.
Yeah.
But what's yours, Chris?
I can't think. Probably Metal Gear Solid, even Twin Snakes.
What?
I despise.
Despise.
It's like
No.
yeah, properly
You're not a fan of
despise.
cutscenes, are you?
I'm not a fan of cutscenes, but I'm especially
cutscene.
not a fan of Kojima's cutscenes.
I think they're amazing.
Not all of his cutscenes. Like
You can't skip them though.
His older games, like, I know, but that's like like skipping a cutscene in a Metal Gear Solid movie. I nearly said movie there, but I would have been
Yeah.
probably right. Metal Gear Solid game is like
That's part of
it's
it.
like,
though.
it's like
That's
watching
part
a
of the
film and
appeal.
fast forwarding to the end credits. It's like that is the game is the cutscenes more or
Yeah.
less.
No, it's not. That's, no, it's not.
Sometimes it's a little bit frustrating because the coolest stuff happens in the cutscenes.
Yeah,
and sometimes
you wanna
you
be
just
doing
think,
it, yeah. I
I
know what you mean.
really want to be jumping around and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But then it goes back and it feels just a bit stunted.
The first one, to be honest, okay, the first one was actually a pretty good game, but the second one just took it too far. I played the second one for like 3 hours and must have been controlling that for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I'm like, well, this isn't a game. I'm sitting with a controller in my hand, I'm like, I'd like to use this.
Yeah, I remember coming home from work, and I used to work in a job where I finished really, really late. Getting home, thinking, right, I'll have an hour before I go to bed on that. And then putting it on, just sitting there, that was it. Cutscene. Like, better go to bed now.
That was good.
I didn't get to kill one person or wear one box.
So yeah, that annoyed. I think I'm all for stories and games that have great plots and stuff, but I think at times it's possible to take it too far, and it doesn't justify saying, "Oh, the game lasts 50 hours," and like, yeah, but there's like 3 hours of gameplay, 4 hours of gameplay in there that doesn't appeal to me
Yeah. All right.
personally. So, yeah.
Thanks for your
But-
question, Jem.
Yeah.
Jeremy Leong asks, why have you not mentioned DuckTales in your last two podcasts? I don't know. We
Not sure.
must have done. Sure.
I don't think we did. I've noticed a few people complaining on the forum that we didn't
Of course we
actually
can.
mention
Of all the things to complain about.
Yeah.
sad days. I think Jeremy's
we
question
have
takes
mentioned it.
He takes it a bit too far though, because he says,
Oh, right, yeah.
he says it makes me want to jump off a cliff just because we've not mentioned DuckTales.
Yeah,
It's a
so
bit-
we best mention it, otherwise we'll have blood on our hands.
unless it's a cliff. At the bottom of the cliff is a big sea full of monies,
Yeah.
like money and coins, like
Yeah.
Scrooge McDuck style.
Dangerous, though. I wouldn't want
That's gonna
to...
hurt.
I wouldn't
I
want
wanna jump into some
to
gold
dive
coin.
head first into a pool of coins.
Yeah.
You do some serious damage
Yeah.
there.
We probably could.
I think in the cartoon he spits them out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's probably got a mouthful of nickel.
To be fair, if we're picking it apart, he is a talking duck. He's a talking Scottish rich duck.
That bit, I'm
Hey,
okay
listen.
with.
No, we're
You're
being
good with
Scottish.
that.
But the coins, that was the
That-
last
yeah.
straw.
If you've got topics you want us to discuss, email us at onm@futurenet.com and subject heading podcast question. And now it's time for the competition. Okay, so this month's competition, we asked you to write a Nintendo-themed limerick or haiku. We've got loads of entries. They're all very good.
Yeah, some incredible
Very,
entries.
very impressive. And the prizes are Tournament of Legends, the top quality Wii title, and Real Heroes Firefighter, which is surprisingly okay.
Better than it sounds, yes.
Yeah, surprisingly okay. Brilliant. Gav, because you've got the best voice.
Confirmed.
You're going to read out these limericks.
Excellent. This one from Joe Klein in Twickenham as a runner-up. There once was a plumber Italian who had a reptile for a stallion. His arch nemesis applied emphases on leading a Cooper battalion. Now that I've read that out, actually, that's a lot
That's
better.
pretty good, actually.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
really good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Not sure about the applied emphasis nemesis rhyming couplet.
Yeah.
I think
that's quite
pretty advanced.
Yeah, that's quite
yes.
clever. Yeah, I reckon he's got his mum and dad to help with that one. So
Do you reckon?
Unless he's like 35.
yeah, let's like 35
Because he's got his
which is
son
okay
to
as
help him.
well.
Yeah. It's allowed.
Well done, Joe.
Well done, Joe.
Good work. One of the other runners up.
Okay. This is from Hayden Davis in Northampton.
Okay.
There once was a man called Mario who could not stop eating Haribo. Princess Peach said to him, "You will never get slim. You'll end up as big as Wario." Yeah, that's good.
stuff.
Very good.
I quite like that.
You had some beef with that one, didn't you?
I just don't like the Haribo thing. It's just not factually correct, you know? I can't get past it. I don't know why.
It's
I think
two
it's
worlds
fine.
collide.
I think
Yeah,
it's factual.
I don't like it.
It's based on
Confused.
fact. Oh, you mean there's no Haribo in the Mushroom
Yeah,
Kingdom?
exactly.
Yeah.
I thought you meant more the fact that eating Haribo wouldn't make you fat.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, no, but I'm not arguing that.
I was just wondering. I was like,
Yeah.
hold on.
We need to do some scientific tests, yeah. I don't think Hayden Davis has done his research. So another runner-up or no
Yeah,
winner?
go.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
let's have another one.
Josh Matkin one's is really good as well. There once was an old portly plumber who did entertain me all summer. He could jump off the ground and do a ground pound and jump on the head of his brother.
Yeah. Good stuff. Repetition of ground. That's why he didn't win. So
Unlucky Josh. Unlucky.
that goes against
Harsh but
the
fair.
rules.
Yeah.
But good otherwise, very, very good.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
good.
And the winner is Big Toby Thornton.
He included that himself.
Yeah,
We're not being derogatory.
when I was picking on the Toadmeister.
Toby sounds like a party
Big
animal.
toe.
Big double T in the house.
He's the one guy when anyone's having a party that they think, who can we invite?
Big
Get
Toby
Big
down.
Toby in.
It's not
See, I-
started till Tobe turns
Yeah,
up.
get Big
I
Toby.
think Big Toby Thornton is the one guy who buys Wii Party for himself. And he's arguing with a guy in game going, why do I need an extra controller?
It just points to his head and says, the party's in here. It's like,
Like James Bond in his mind. Okay, Big Tobe. He gets the game
T-Dog.
with his double T.
Let's go.
There once was a thing called Birdo. Is it a boy or a girl? We don't know. It spits out white eggs from its funny shaped head, which Mario can pick up and throw.
Good stuff.
I like that.
I think it's really good.
Well done, Tobe.
Factually accurate.
You win
All those
Tournament
things
of
happen.
Legends. A firefighting game.
Almost wasn't worth the effort.
I feel bad because the prizes for this month or next month are actually genuinely awesome.
What are you implying?
Nothing at all.
You're implying that Tournament of Legends isn't a gold award game?
I can't believe you just said that.
Sorry, double T. They are awesome.
It's all right. You can trade him in. It'll be fine.
They went for Wii Party.
Yeah. Get on it, Tobe. This month's competition, as you said, slightly better prizes.
Amazing.
Copy of Batman, Brave and the Bold on both Wii and DS, which is very good. And Gormiti, The Lords of Nature, on both Wii and DS as well.
Is it just one winner? One winner's going to win all those?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Quite a haul. It's probably worth pointing out Batman is worth getting them on Wii and DS because you can use the DS one to hook up to the Wii one
Ooh,
and use
hello.
a stylus to move like a wee Batmite character about.
That's right.
and help
You can
people
fit
out.
Batman, yeah.
So getting
Not
them
enough.
both is actually useful.
Not enough games do that.
No,
No.
I think Guitar Hero does it and not much else.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the
like that.
the Crystal Chronicles, when you played with the Game Boy
Oh,
Advance
yeah,
on
that's right.
GameCube, that was amazing.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. Because
Wouldn't go that far. It was a good idea.
I
but-
really liked it.
What about Four Swords?
I think I did it in like 2 days.
I never got around to doing that.
No, I couldn't be bothered.
Yeah. It's an expensive setup, isn't it?
Yeah, whoever had would have a GameCube and 4 Game Boy Advances and a copy of
Yeah.
Four Swords.
cables as well.
Yeah.
Madness.
Scum, subhuman scum.
Whoa.
No, but the point is they're not all those things don't belong to one person.
Yeah, but
You can go if there's 4 of you, you can go around someone's house and all play it.
nah.
No,
That's my answer. No,
Not accepting
no, you
that.
can't. No, you just can't. You just can't get people around.
You
It's
go
just
around
not-
Toby's house.
Yeah, you'll have all of them.
Yeah, he plays all 4
smashing
at
it.
once. He sits with all 4 Game Boy Advances at his feet and just
It's
plays all
till
4 of
Party
them at
time.
once. Exactly.
Big Toby's house.
Big Toby's gonna come and get us.
Listen, he's getting
He's won.
2 sub-average
he's
games
the
out of
Lord of
that.
the
He-
dance.
He's getting 2 adequate games out of
Yeah.
that. He's
That's fair enough.
Yeah. Nice one, Tobe. So to be in with a chance of winning Brave and Bold on Wii and DS and Gormiti on Wii and DS, answer this. If you could have a superpower, what would it be and why?
Awesome.
Obviously it needs to be Nintendo related.
Keep it clean.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Of course it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
What would yours be?
I don't know. The ability to do top quality podcasts.
You've already got that.
Well, you're too kind.
just making sure he's here next month.
Yeah.
You're coming back. Good. Cheers. Email your ideas as humorous as possible, please, to onm@futurenet.com, the subject heading podcast 14 competition. So all that remains is to say thanks for listening. Anything else you want to talk to us about, onm@futurenet.com. Head to our website, officialnintendomagazine.co.uk. We're on Twitter, onm_UK, and Facebook, facebook.com/official Nintendo magazine. That's it for this month. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Cheerio.